What's going on, guys? Welcome to the finale. This thingy. Yeah, this will probably be the last update video, possibly video in general ever on this channel here, and that's just because this has kind of been a long time coming. But I have decided, now that we're in a new decade, it is as good a time as any to just kind of call it quits on this project itself, being Homeschooled Nerd. I honestly have thought a lot about this, because when it comes to quitting on a project like this, especially because Homeschooled Nerd has been my baby for the last 7 years, probably I think it's more like 8 years now. When I started, I would think I was 13 when I started making videos first off, and back when this channel was still called Vinny Harned, and I just did random videos. I did a lot of random stuff, and it was fun. It was just a little messing around. And then when I started watching other YouTubers, other bigger YouTubers like Peanut Butter Gamer, when I started watching like Let's Players and other bigger YouTubers like Peanut Butter Gamer, old video game review shows, I realized that you could do a lot with a simple idea, and so I kind of built on that. I started trying to do Let's Plays, and then I started doing Blender tutorials, and those did really well. And then I started doing Blender tutorials in a more scripted style, and those didn't do so great. So then I switched to video games once I kind of got tired of doing Blender stuff and realized I wasn't very good. And it was just a ton of fun making stuff and slowly getting better. It's weird because, like, even though I never reached a very big audience, 1,000 subscribers is pretty good. I'm not gonna sit around being like, oh man, I wanted 100,000, because obviously, of course I did want 100,000. It would have been awesome to reach a bigger audience, but at the same time, I feel like Homeschooled Nerd in and of itself is a project that is self-limiting, right? Like, the name of the channel, Homeschooled Nerd, implies a very niche group of both people who are out weird from society's point of view because they were raised and schooled differently, and then it's just people who are outcasts in society anyway because they're into different things. And that's kind of a weird approach to a channel. And then when you take the videos themselves, like, if you showed like 100 people one of the Homeschooled Nerd videos, like one of the better ones, I think 90% of them wouldn't get it, and probably even more than that, just because. So when you take a humor that's in my style of videos, like, you know, more random stuff, randomly having an old man show up, or randomly Kermit the Frog is in there, even the jokes themselves are very randomized, it sometimes feels like. Yeah, it's a weird, because you've got to understand a lot of the references, and it doesn't have a lot of rules, which I love about it, but I understand why a lot of people don't. And honestly, I don't think I'm gonna quit making these types of videos. Like, I've had it with reviews. I kind of hit my stride with that whenever I did the top 10 3DS games, both the best and worst list, because of how many people were so ticked off by what I had to say. It was just like, guys, I just want to be funny. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make a funny video, and you guys are taking it all serious. And same way with like top 10 worst dads in video games. Like, who would take that video seriously? And yet somehow people got mad for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, you guys can still find me. I'll still be doing like some random videos. I think what I'm going to do is use my personal channel, Vinny Harned, which I will link to at the end here, and just keep making videos on that. Just a lot of random stuff, similar to how I did it originally when I first started making YouTube videos. Just do what I want to do and not really stick to any kind of format for now. And then once I kind of figure out what I'm doing there, start doing the bigger projects that we were planning on doing on Homeschooled Nerd, but instead releasing them on a different channel. I would, however, like to, before I end, say thanks to those who have stuck with us through all this channel's changes, and through me changing as a person. It's been weird, and yeah, I really appreciate those of you who legitimately enjoy the videos and have encouraged me to stick with it for so long. And I hope you'll continue to follow my stuff over on my personal channel, as well as wherever else I end up doing stuff. If you want to catch up with me, if you want like all my projects in general, you can follow me on Twitter. That'd be cool. last but not least, I will link to this playlist of the Best of Homeschooled Nerd for those of you who want to relive the wonderful adventures we've had here. It's been a wild ride, and yeah, I'm gonna kind of miss doing this. At the same time, I really want to be able to move forward and just do new stuff that doesn't revolve around the same thing I've been trying to stick to for the last 5 years. Yeah, so yeah, new decade, moving on. It's gonna be fun. Bye-bye.